spent decades clicking, dragging, and scrolling. But what if controlling a screen felt more like pointing, waving, or even sketching in midair? This small, wearable device brings that idea to life. Worn like a ring, it gives your hand a new kind of power, the ability to move a cursor with a flick of your wrist, click with a tap, and scroll without touching a mouse or trackpad. Whether you're standing at a conference podium or leaning back on the couch, you stay in control without being tied to a desk. One moment you're using it like a regular mouse on a surface, the next you lift your hand and switch to air mode, fluidly guiding the pointer with gestures. It adapts instantly. You don't have to think about it. It just works. It's especially useful when you need freedom to move, giving a presentation, navigating slides, or showing something to a group without having to hunch over a laptop. But even in daily tasks like browsing, editing, or working across multiple screens, it adds a layer of comfort and simplicity. Battery life keeps up with busy days, the dock keeps it charged, and the companion app gives you extra tools like a digital pointer or magnifier, perfect for teachers, creatives, or just anyone tired of being stuck in one spot. This isn't about replacing the mouse, it's about freeing it from the desk. Every once in a while, something comes along that looks like it was pulled straight out of a sci-fi film, but turns out to be very real. That's the idea behind this carbon fiber sphere, a sleek, ultralight pod that doesn't just float, it flies, glides, and redefines what getting around looks like. It's called Stratosphera, and yes, it's exactly what it sounds like, a futuristic orb that seats 2 people and travels across water, land, and sky. In one version, it hovers above the water using electric jet propulsion, skimming the surface like something from a dream. In another, it lifts off entirely, taking to the air with drone-style flight power and a top speed that turns heads. The interior is compact but thoughtfully designed. You enter through a sliding glass door or from the roof hatch. Once inside, it's just you, a view in every direction, and a silent engine doing all the work. No steering wheels, no dashboards, just motion and minimalism. It's more than just a ride. It's an idea made real. A piece of art that moves. A bold vision for mobility that ditches the old categories of car, boat, and aircraft, and creates its own. And the best part? This isn't a sealed-off tech fantasy. The project is open source, meaning creatives, engineers, and dreamers around the world can help shape what comes next. The future doesn't always arrive with noise. Sometimes it glides in quietly, inside a carbon fiber sphere. You know that feeling when a cocktail hits just right. Balanced flavors, the right chill, and a smooth finish like it was mixed by a pro? That's exactly what this smart little machine brings to your kitchen counter. You load it up with your favorite spirits and mixers, up to 6 at a time. Open the app and pick what you're in the mood for. Classic recipes, creative twists, or your own signature mix. It handles them all with clean, measured precision. No mess, no guesswork. It remembers what you like, suggests new things to try, and keeps every pour consistent. Hosting friends? It's a conversation starter. Relaxing solo? It's your personal bartender who never overpours or forgets the garnish. The app has room to grow, sure, but once it's set up and synced, it's hard not to love the ease it brings to making drinks. You're not just making cocktails, you're making the experience smoother, smarter, and way more fun. This isn't just a scan, it's a full 3D snapshot of reality. With just your phone, you can capture an entire space in minutes. Varjo Teleport transforms it into a detailed, photorealistic 3D environment, complete with lighting, texture, and depth. You can explore it on desktop, mobile, or inside a VR headset as if you're physically there. Whether you're creating virtual tours, designing spaces, or preserving memories, it feels less like capturing a place, and more like bringing it with you. It's simple, powerful, and a new way to move between the real and the virtual. In emergencies, every second counts, and having the right perspective can make all the difference. That's where the system quietly proves its value. With the press of a button, it lifts off automatically. No piloting, no GPS calibration, no delays. It hovers steadily overhead, streaming live thermal and HD video directly to responders on the ground. Firefighters see through smoke. Search teams cover more ground. Commanders stay informed without ever leaving the scene. Unlike traditional drones, it's tethered, physically connected to a base unit. That means no batteries to swap, no fear of flyaways, and no reliance on perfect weather. It can operate for up to 24 hours straight, rain or shine, offering reliable, uninterrupted visibility when it's needed most. Deployment is just as fast. It can be mounted on top of a vehicle or carried in a portable case and launched in under a minute. Once it's airborne, it becomes an extension of the team, providing calm, constant oversight while responders focus on what matters most. This isn't about flashy tech or aerial footage. It's about trust, safety, and smarter decisions in the moments that matter most. In the chaos of an emergency, this system doesn't just fly, it shows up, stays up, and helps bring control back to the ground. What if your car could charge itself, anywhere, anytime, without plugging in? This rooftop solar charger makes that possible. It unfolds to collect up to 1,100 watts of power, adding around 20 miles of range per day. That's enough for most commutes and perfect for road trips, off-grid escapes, or backup in case of emergency. It installs in minutes, rides securely while you drive, and handles wind and weather with ease. And it's not just for your car. It can power phones, laptops, even a small fridge. Simple, portable, and sun-powered. It's energy independence, right on your roof. In a world where everything moves fast and convenience is expected, this little robot is quietly redefining what delivery looks like. Meet Dilly, not your typical courier, and definitely not in a hurry. Calm, focused, and entirely autonomous. It glides through city streets, building lobbies, and even elevators to bring you what you need. Lunch, coffee, groceries. Dilly handles it all without a single knock on your door or a phone call asking for directions. What makes it special isn't just the tech. Though there's plenty of that under the hood, it's the way it fits into daily life without adding friction. It rolls through narrow spaces, slows down in crowds, waits at crosswalks, and quietly gets the job done. No drama, no fuss, just thoughtful design in motion. It's also surprisingly self-sufficient. With a battery that lasts through long shifts and headlights for nighttime runs, it keeps working while the rest of the city winds down. And if anything ever goes off script, it's backed by real-time monitoring and remote control. Smart when left alone, safe when watched. Even in the busiest high-rises or the most crowded commercial blocks, it doesn't feel out of place. Farming has always been about timing, balance, and knowing what to remove so the rest can thrive. But weeding, especially at scale, has often meant choosing between efficiency and sustainability. That's where this new field robot steps in, offering something rare, both. Designed to roam fields with quiet precision, it doesn't spray chemicals blindly across every plant in sight. Instead, it sees, it thinks. Using machine vision and deep learning, it tells crops and weeds apart, then targets only what doesn't belong, with pinpoint drops of bioherbicide, nothing more, nothing less. The result? Up to 95% less chemical use, less waste, less damage, and a whole lot more care. It's light on the land too. Its frame was built to move gently. No compacted soil, no delays from wet conditions. It gets in, does the job, and moves on, leaving behind cleaner rows and healthier soil. And in real-world trials, the payoff has gone beyond the environmental wins. Farmers have seen yield increases of up to 45%. This isn't just about removing weeds. It's about shifting how we treat the land, about replacing blunt tools with smart ones, about giving farmers something that works with nature instead of against it. Quiet, thoughtful, and unbelievably precise. This robot doesn't just fight weeds, it helps grow a better future. Taking care of your lawn shouldn't feel like a second job. This smart little machine is designed to take over the task entirely, cutting, navigating, and even knowing when it's time to pause for rain. It moves with quiet confidence across your yard, creating neat, even cuts without you lifting a finger. Unlike older robotic mowers, there's no need for messy boundary wires. You set the zones virtually, and it learns the layout on its own. Slopes, no problem. Obstacles, it sees and avoids them with ease. There's a calm sort of precision to how it works. It glides rather than buzzes, trims rather than chops. You don't hear it much, you just see the results. An evenly maintained lawn that always looks like someone's been tending it with care. And if the weather turns or something's off, it knows when to stop. It parks itself, checks in via app, and waits for the right moment to pick up where it left off. This isn't just a robot, it's a carefully built reflection of how humans move, react, and interact. Standing roughly the height of a person, GR-2 doesn't just mimic human motion, it captures its subtlety. With 53 degrees of freedom and hands equipped with tactile sensors, it doesn't just grasp objects, it understands how to hold them. Whether it's picking up tools or handling delicate items, every movement is calculated, stable, and adaptable. Underneath the surface, custom-designed actuators give it strength where it's needed and finesse where it matters. The result is a machine that moves with balance and purpose, even in tight or unpredictable spaces. It's built not just to operate, but to collaborate. You can guide it through VR, teach it with simple motions, or run simulations and commands through platforms like Isaac Lab or ROS. It fits naturally into research labs, engineering spaces, and advanced human-robot interaction projects. And with a clean design, integrated cabling, and a battery life that lasts through meaningful work sessions, it's ready for more than demos. It's built for deployment. GR2 isn't a glimpse into the future. It's the beginning of what intelligent, responsive robotics look like today. We're so glad you watched all the way through. If you enjoyed it even half as much as we did making it, hit like, subscribe for more, and don't be shy. Drop your ideas in the comments below.